Good morning, second grade scientists. Today's video for you is about 18 minutes of just little video clips I did all day long on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, showing you the egg cam as the different eggs hatched, and you can see all the little clips of those put together and see all of the awesome things that happened that day. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Look, friends, we have chicks. Looks like several of the eggs hatched overnight. I got on this morning and look what I saw. Look out, buddy. Do you notice they look a little bit wet and scraggly? They're not quite fluffy yet. But that's coming once their little feathers dry out. Remember, there was some wet stuff inside the egg. And I notice on this egg, right over here behind the dark colored chick, there's a big crack there. That looks like that might be coming out soon. I moved ahead just a little bit. Notice that they are very still now. Every once in a while, they kind of move around and push each other out of the way, but mostly they lay around for the first day or so that they are hatched because they're exhausted. Remember, we learned it takes 12 to 18 hours to break out of the shell once they start to hatch. And that's a lot of work for that little bitty baby chick. All right, I want you to watch the egg down by the thermometer. Not this broken one, but this one. Do you see the little hole right there? I think this chick over here is moving this egg when he wiggles, but I really want you to watch this egg. Do you see the little beak poking through that hole? It's trying really hard. I can see a little bit of wiggling. I moved ahead a little bit. Look at that egg down by the thermometer here. Keep watching that one. Sometimes the chicks pause because they get so tired. But there's definitely something happening there. You see it? Look. You just got to watch a chick hatch. Look at the difference between the new one that just hatched and how wet and kind of yucky he looks, and then the one that just popped in the corner that's really fluffy still, or already. Oh my goodness. It's adorable, isn't it? He's exhausted, but he's trying really hard to get up and start moving and stretching. Imagine how tight it felt inside that egg. He's up on his feet now. Interesting so far, there's one yellow chick and 3 dark ones. Oh, there he's moving around. He's starting to dry his feathers out. Look at this dark one coming over to the yellow one, trying to give him a hug. The yellow one doesn't want a hug. So he comes over and tries again. Please? Please? Look at this little chick right down here. Do you see he's still got pieces of eggshell on his head? And if you watch this egg, there's been a little bit of movement there. Oh, look right there. Watch the little one with the eggs still on his head. It's like he's trying to help the one that's still in the egg. See? Come out, friend, come out. It's getting closer and closer. See the movement inside? It's like his friends are all cheering him on. Can you believe this takes between 12 and 18 hours for them to be able to break through that whole shell? I've spent a lot of time watching this one right down here, sort of in the bottom of the screen, but I want you to watch this one over here that's got cracks all around it. Go ahead and watch what happens. Just keep an eye on it. There it is. That little guy's pushed the shell apart. Scientists, I have watched this over and over and over each year, and it never gets old. It's always so exciting and so neat to watch them be able to get out of those eggs. Can you see him breathing? You can see his little chest rising and falling as he takes breaths. He's tired. I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit. See if he is able to push the rest of the shell off. There he goes. He's trying. I moved it forward just a little bit. He's still trying to get out and push that shell off. Do you see the other egg wiggling on the other side? Oh, 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 look at him flopping around. He's trying. Yay! I think he got it off of him. Almost. So exciting. Welcome to the world, little buddy. You can do it. Don't you wish you could just reach in there and pull it right off him for him? I do. But I know scientists will tell you not to do that, that you don't want to mess with it because the chick has to use its own strength to do that. It's part of their survival. That little guy still has the egg stuck on his backside. I've been watching for several minutes. But if you look at the other egg up by the top, look, there's another one that's just popping out. We are almost caught up on the live time on this video. Can you count how many chicks have hatched so far? I know it's hard to see down here in this corner, I think that's condensation. It looks like there's just a little bit of the steam from the warmth from the incubator that's on the underside of that glass lid. So it's a little hard to see under that part. But it looks like there's one. It looks like that might be 2 chicks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 9. Whew, they're getting wound up there, huh? And there's another one trying right here. What do you think? Does it look like at least 9 chicks hatched so far? Notice now what happens. This is later in the day. And if you watch, one of the workers there comes and takes the lid off the incubator and starts to take the broken eggshells out. I guess because the chicks are getting a little crowded in there, right? So this person gets most of the eggshells. And if we skip ahead just a little, notice what else this person is taking out. See, they're taking the chicks out. Once the chicks have hatched, after a little while, they need to go in a separate container with a heat lamp, so a lamp that keeps them warm, but also with food and water. The yolk and the parts inside the eggs are gone now, and they still need food to give them energy. So they're moving them over while we wait for the rest of the eggs to hatch. And if we move ahead a little bit, whew, that poor little chick there still has bits of the albumin on him. See? Still got some of that slimy stuff. There goes the last of the ones that are all warm and dry. Oh, I guess they took the newest little one and moved him over to the box too. Nope, just kidding. Not quite ready, I guess. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. I had to get on and watch again tonight, and I want you to look at this. Watch the little dark one right here that's about to hatch, but then also watch this egg. There's one. He's kind of wet and sticky. Just keep watching. Wait for it. And there's the yellow one. That was 2 almost at the same time. They're pretty cute, aren't they, guys? The workers have come back and taken the lid off. They're doing the same thing they did earlier again. They're removing some of the empty eggshells, and they're also moving the chicks. Look at this. He picks up 2 at the same time. Did you see that? Look, I'm gonna go back. Look at this. He scoops up 2 at the exact same time. Whoop. Come here, guys. So they moved all the chicks and kind of pushed the eggs back together. And now look, look at all the incubators. And then the worker is moving the camera. This is the first time I've ever gotten to see this whole room like this. And on the other side of the incubators is the big tub where the actual hatched chicks are. And they have that reddish colored light is a heat lamp. So it's a lamp that gets really warm. So they stay warm and cozy. And if you saw in the back, there were some little tubs of water and food for them. Look at all of them. And you can tell their feathers have dried, so now they're fluffy. They're not all wet and straggly anymore. I wish we could pick them up, huh? They moved the camera angle in this tub a little bit, so now you can actually see the food in the back and can see the chicks a little bit better. They are so cute. They're moving this camera a whole bunch. But there's no sound, so I don't know what exactly they're doing. Even though the people that have the camera have the sound turned off, look at how all the chicks kind of rise up at the same time and settle back down and rise up. I almost wonder if every time somebody in the room makes a big noise, if they all hear it and sort of jump a little bit. And then somebody comes over and plop, there's a new chick. There's another one. See how all of them kind of rise up at the same time? It's pretty funny. They must be really aware of the people that are in that room. Well, they look like they're all settling in to go to sleep now. Good night, chicks.